Do you have regrets?
No. God knows my heart.
Hey, just a heads up. We don't have to do this with Conor McGregor.
It's your big return to the UFC. Conor, what's happening?
I'm back. I'm excited to get back.
We don't have to sane wash his return to the UFC when he takes on Max Holloway, the Irishman's first bout in 5 years.
I had to find out why. You've had some brilliant highs, celebrated by many, past some very public lows, headlines that might even make you cringe a little bit, and even your fans. What have you learned through the lows about yourself?
You know, fame has its pitfalls. You better move carefully in this world, for sure. Probably even more so now.
The glossing over of how Conor McGregor brought all of this on himself and how he is his own worst enemy is something that modern media has failed.
Nikita Hand has won her High Court case against mixed martial arts fighter Conor McGregor. A jury at the High Court found Mr. McGregor raped Ms. Hand in a hotel in Dublin in December 2018 and awarded her almost €250,000 in damages.
Lastly, I want to thank my daughter, Freya, who I'm most grateful for. She has given me so much strength and courage over the last 6 years throughout this nightmare to keep on pushing forward for justice. I want to show Freya and every other girl and boy that you can stand up for yourself if something happens to you, no matter who the person is, and justice will be served. To all the victims of sexual assault, I hope my story is a reminder that no matter how afraid you might be, speak up, you have a voice, and keep on fighting for justice.
Reports from the court state that the jury took 6 hours and 10 minutes to come to their decision. Leaving the court at approximately 5 p.m. local time, McGregor declined to make comment as he was sworn by the waiting media. The case was a civil case, not a criminal case, meaning the assault is deemed a civil wrong and therefore the plaintiff is entitled to compensation.
Jimmy Fallon glazed a guy with a capital G, per the New York Times, who saw his accuser try and fend him off in a Dublin hotel room. The suit would say McGregor put her in a chokehold 3 times, thus she would stop resisting. He then raped her. She testified McGregor threatened to kill her and even dangled the "you'll never see your daughter again." Why is Jimmy Fallon yucking it up with this guy?
Conor McGregor being on the Jimmy Fallon show in America is the most damaging thing I have seen for women and women's rights in fucking years. How dare you give a platform to a literal convicted SA assaulter? What the actual fuck? I know the world's backwards at the minute, but seeing that is the most insulting thing to women I could have ever seen on television. Jimmy Fallon and every single person on that production team who had any say in that, fuck you.
A key piece of evidence and one of many anecdotes that stuck out here was this. A tampon, which the court heard had to be removed from Nikita Hand's body by a doctor using a forceps on the day after the incident was alleged to have taken place. To Fallon and Co.
Want to know why women don't fucking report? Jesus, fuck, Jimmy, I'm gonna need you to explain to me what you think sounds so appealing about going out to the pubs with this guy. If you're one of those guys who's ever asked, why don't women come forward? Why don't we report this right here? Because as a man, you can be a serial sexual assaulter, you can be violent, you can literally harm someone so bad they need fucking surgery. Hell, let's be real, you can kill people, and you can still find yourself on late night TV joking and talking about going out for drinks.
Oh, they pay it no mind whatsoever. Funny guest, good guest, making a comeback. Let's try and just help out his reputation as much as we possibly can.
Can somebody who works for Jimmy Fallon's show just let me know anonymously, does he enjoy interviewing rapists? Does he like the energy they bring to the studio? Does he like it when they go on and they talk about themselves and their work and their accomplishments and never ever address the fact that they're rapists and they raped somebody? Is that his jam? Because he's certainly doing it quite a bit.
Dr. Daniel Kane would describe all of this by basically saying it was wedged at the top of Nikita Hand's private parts.
You can see all of the bruising. For those of us who cannot see these photographs, could you describe the extent and nature of the bruising that you saw in those photographs?
They were horrific, extensive injuries. There was a very experienced paramedic who gave evidence to the jury of bringing Nikita Hand by ambulance to a sexual assault treatment unit at a hospital in Dublin. And she said in all her years working as a paramedic, she had never seen bruising as intense as the bruising that was on Nikita Hand. We saw the photographs, the jurors were shown the photographs. Nikita Hand was black and blue from head to toe. The photographs were very, very difficult to look at for me as a seasoned journalist who, you know, covers murder and rape trials in the criminal courts day to day. They were a very, very difficult thing to look at. You would have to assume it was very difficult for the juries to look at them too.
I'm sure there are many conservatives, not just in the United States of America, but also in Ireland, and even obviously with the flock of fans in the UFC who basically just jerked off to UFC Freedom 250 taking place at the White House. A lot of them will say, oh, you can't believe women. You can't always believe women. You know, maybe. But, you know, those were woke judges and woke juries. Not the first time for Conor McGregor. Probably won't be the last. In 2023, a woman accused him of attempting to force her to perform oral sex on him. The Miami State's attorney's office didn't pursue criminal charges. 5 years prior, McGregor would be charged with 3 counts of assault and 1 count of criminal mischief. After a brawl backstage during a UFC fight in 2018, he'd reach a plea deal when a disorderly conduct case came about. He'd avoid going to jail. I sort of mentioned it, but there is his politics here as well.
Good morning, citizens of Ireland. I'm here today outside the office of the Taoiseach and Taoiseach, where we are over 200 days into the formation of current government.
McGregor, with the support of Donald John Trump, announced that he would be running for president. And what exactly did he use to garner support for this failed campaign?
Some of this footage. Wild. Absolutely crazy stuff.
There are buses
in the
on
middle
fire.
of a Western European capital.
After a stabbing took place, he would tweet out the flavor of the day in conservative politics, anti-immigrant sentiment. These postings have led to one publication concluding the UFC fighter is a darling of the far right. I would concur. Here is an AI photo of McGregor holding a shotgun and leading a gang of white men who are waving Irish flags. This made the rounds on far right sites like Gab and 4chan, home to many white supremacists and neo-Nazis. Speaking of, Nick Fuentes praised Donald Trump and Adolf Hitler, claiming the former leader of Germany had, quote, aura, and was, quote, pretty freaking cool. He called for McGregor to rise up and take back Ireland. That is his supporting base right now. That is who loves Conor McGregor. Nazis. Nazis love him. Would Jimmy Fallon put this person on? Apparently. Apparently they would. From Kareem Zidane. McGregor's tweets have also become popular among neo-Nazi groups with a penchant for MMA. The group shared several of McGregor's tweets in their Telegram channel, including one where the fighter called for a task force for all entrants coming into Ireland and demanded that the Irish government correct this or you are all finished. Can you read between the lines for a moment? We don't have to look that far. We've been reading about this stuff for a long time. We understand what he is saying. In his home country, by the way, even amongst some of the biggest names in Ireland.
That little leprechaun, Conor McGregor. Oh, please. He gives Ireland a bad name. I know he's fit, and I admire him for that, but can't take it.
Next time I come into Dublin Airport, Neeson, I'll show you.
Like Liam Neeson.
Would you vote for Conor McGregor?
Was that cage fighter? No way, Jose. He's nothing but a thug.
So no votes for Conor McGregor?
No. You wouldn't get my vote.
Will you guys vote for Conor McGregor?
No.
Why not?
Just he's a bit mad.
And would you guys vote for Conor McGregor?
No.
No, why not?
I just don't like him.
Would you vote for Conor McGregor?
Certainly not.
Would you vote for Conor McGregor?
Would I vote? Oh no. Vote for Conor McGregor? Definitely not.
And why not?
Well, because of his history and what he was charged with, and he doesn't seem to be showing any remorse. And he does not speak for the people of Ireland.
And even the locals, he is despised. He's despised amongst those in Ireland. He has brought shame to his country. They see it. They know it. And on top of this, he's attacked the elderly.
TMZ Sports has a video showing Conor McGregor in Dublin, Ireland, in a pub called the Marble Arch. An old man. He told Conor McGregor, no, I don't want the shot. And after Conor downed his shot with the other drinkers, he threw a left hand and snuffed the old man who rejected his shot.
Old man got to be close to 80 years old.
Come on, man.
He's attacked his fellow fighters outside of the octagon, of course. And he targeted Khabib Nurmagomedov and his significant other, writing, "Your wife is a towel, mate." All that to say, what is the American media doing? What is the end goal here? Why are they doing this? Why are so many just showing themselves? And what little dignity they had left, throwing it completely out the window to have this man on and just glaze him left and right. Rightfully, Fallon is getting eaten alive in his comments section. He earned it. Famed actress Christina Ricci posted on her social media quite a post. Conor raped a woman so brutally the EMT who saw her commented on the severity of her bruising. She also had to have the tampon she was using when he raped her surgically removed, as it had been shoved so far inside her. Why the absolute fuck is this piece of human garbage being given a platform on Jimmy Fallon's show? Shame on you, Jimmy. Impossible to disagree. Boxing promoter Lou DiBella would shade Ariel Helwani. This is sort of shameless, Ariel. At least the post is. Shouldn't be this easy to clean up his shit. Yeah. Plenty of folks would also weigh in, seeing the treatment. Fuck, Jimmy Fallon is a spineless cunt, rolling over for an abusive, violent rapist. Another, I guess society at large has simply decided sex crimes are no big deal, like shoplifting a candy bar. Look, I have been doing this for a while. And I have seen and studied how interviewers should be conducting themselves. I also understand that late night shows are very friendly, unless it's a politician that someone might disagree with on something. I've seen it with Colbert. I've seen it with others. When there is someone like this, understand the dynamics, and I am not making excuses, clearly. The agencies they work with, the publishers, and even publicists that they work with. It really is a fraternity in many ways, because working in that industry, you get to know a lot of different people, especially when you're on some of the biggest shows. If someone reps someone you like, and then they say, hey, I got you that person. Can you now interview this diabolical person? Can you have them on your show? If you don't have them on your show, I'm not going to send you any more people. The guest lists are significant and of utter importance to a format like this, a television audience like this. My question is, what is it worth? What is it worth? And hypothetically, if that was your daughter that Conor McGregor raped, if that was your mother, if that was your aunt, if that was your niece, would you feel the same way? Jimmy Fallon? Ariel Helwani? If Nikita Hand was in your family, how would you feel? If an accuser was also in your family, but Miami not bringing charges, how would you feel? What I think it comes down to is sort of what we saw in the World Cup with Jed Spence and Thomas Partey. Do you interact with these people? How I see it, I'm more Jed Spence than Declan Rice. For a lot of these guys, the inverse.